Hey everyone, welcome to Yoga and Coffee with Carrie. My name is Carrie Williamson. I'm a yoga instructor and physical therapist, and I'm offering weekly chair yoga classes to help you if you're just beginning or have some injuries or maybe just aren't as in shape as you used to be. Today's chair yoga is going to be standing, so it is a little bit more advanced. But it's a great way to practice your form, really refine it, and maybe help you transition into yoga without a chair. We're going to be reviewing Sun Salutations today. But for now, go ahead. You can either stand or take a seat. And make sure your feet are on the ground. Close your eyes. And just take a second to feel your feet melting into the ground. Feel the connection between the earth and your feet. Allow your head to lift towards the sun without your chin lifting upwards. Tuck your chin gently. Feel your shoulders soften towards the ground. No need to push them back. I know that's a common cue, but most people don't actually need to do that. And as you exhale, feel your tummy, your navel hug in your spine. Inhale, feel the belly expand. Exhale, feel the spine being hugged. On your next inhale, put your hands on either side of your ribcage. And instead of breathing through the belly, keep the belly as tucked in as you can. And breathe through the sides of your ribs. Inhale, feel your ribcage expand towards either side of the room. Exhale, feel your ribs hug your heart. Just a couple more. Inhale, feel your ribs reach opposite sides. And exhale, feel them come together. And if you're sitting, you can come to a stand. You'll want to be right in front of your chair so that you're facing where you would normally sit. In this standing position, come back to everything we were just doing in sitting. So feel your feet sinking into the floor. Feel your head lifting towards the sky. Make sure it's not looking up at the sky. You should be looking maybe a little bit lower than where your eyes are. Feel your chin tuck. Feel your shoulders melt down towards the ground. And feel your tummy pull into your navel so that you can breathe through the sides of your ribcage. This pose is called mountain pose or Tadasana. In yoga, we say that every pose is mountain pose. So all of these cues that we're doing, we can apply to every single posture that we do. On your next inhale, bring your hands down, round, and up. If it's uncomfortable for you to bring your hands all the way up, you can bring them right here. Exhale, hands together, down to heart center. Inhale, hands down, around, and up. Exhale, your hands down onto the chair. Allow your head to melt down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, melt your head down as far as you can. So if this puts any pressure on your back, feel free to just kind of hang out here, or you can even put blocks on your chair. If you're a little bit more flexible, you can use blocks on the floor. Come into whatever posture suits your body best. Stay here for 3 more breaths. On your next inhale, push through your feet, push through your hands, come to a half lift. Exhale, bring your feet back so that your body is in a straight line head to toe. As much as you can, try to keep your shoulders over your wrists. It's not as important in chair yoga to do that, and if you have wrist pain, you may want to go back a little bit. If you have wrist pain, push through the knuckles in order to reduce the pain. It's really easy in plank pose to keep your hips too low. That can hurt your back. The higher you lift up, the less your core is going to be engaged. So you want to be in a straight line. But I tell people to prioritize safety over core engagement. So if you want to lift your hips up just a little bit to keep yourself safe, that's totally okay. All right, you're probably pretty tired at this point. Go ahead and push back into chair downward facing dog. If this is too much, feel free to bend your knees. You can walk your feet out. And also take a step in if you need to. If you don't feel supported, you can take a few steps in and put your hands here so that your entire forearms are on the chair supporting you. 3 more breaths. Feel your feet pushing through the ground. Feel your shoulders melt down your spine as your head reaches towards the side of the room, towards the chair. Inhale, come back into plank pose. Exhale with your body in that perfectly straight line. Don't move your body. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, come up into upward facing dog. Push through the chair so your shoulders stay away from your ears. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. If you need to be up on your toes, if you don't have the mobility for your feet on the floor, that's totally okay. Feel your navel pull in on the exhale. Feel your ribs expand on the inhale. On your next inhale, come back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, hips and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your right leg back. So if you just want to tap the back floor, you can do that. Or you can bring it all the way back. Exhale, bring your knee to your elbow if you can, and then place it down on the ground. Your back foot turns to be facing the front of the room. You place your hand directly in front of your knee on the chair. Inhale, soften your shoulders down towards the ground. You want your foot to be completely aligned all the way through your head. And then you can bring your left arm up overhead. Take a breath in. Exhale, feel your feet dig into the ground. Exhale. On the inhale, feel your head reaching up towards the diagonal in the room as your chin slowly, gently tucks. Soften your shoulders. Exhale, feel your navel pull into your stomach. Feel how that engages the pelvic floor and hips from On your next exhale, place your right hand to the outside of the chair, left hand to the other side. Rotate your foot back so you're facing the chair. Inhale, bring the right foot back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your right foot back, either to the floor or towards the side of the room. Exhale, knee to elbow, or you can place your foot directly down. Turn your right foot towards the back of the room now. You want to make sure your knee isn't going forwards over your foot. You want it directly on top of your foot. The heel of your front foot should be directly in front of the arch in your back foot. Place your hand on the chair to support you. Open your hips up towards the back of the room. On the inhale, bring your right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, soften your shoulders. Feel your navel pull. Inhale, breathe through the sides of your rib cage. Exhale, push your feet into the ground so it lifts you up. Your head, your arms up a little bit more towards the sky. Inhale, just come into the sensation now. Feel your body in this position. Exhale, place both hands on opposite sides of the chair. Inhale, bring your left foot back to meet the right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for a few breaths. Really come into this position. And maybe a little bit of a resting pose. Feel your feet push into the ground. See how that lifts your hips up towards the sky. Inhale your head towards the chair. See what that does to your belly. Maybe from your belly, engage a little bit. Turn on a little bit. Become more active when your head reaches towards the chair. Soften your shoulders down towards your hips. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, walk your feet up to the chair. Inhale, half lift, spine is straight. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, full lift. And exhale, bring your hands back down to center. We'll go into a few balance poses now. So if you want to turn your chair around, or if you want to go to the other side of the chair, you can. This pose is called tree pose. Start out by lifting your left foot up, and you have options. You can just lift the heels up, turn the leg out, and hang out here. You can bring your foot to your lower leg. If you have a lot of mobility, you can bring it all the way up. Just be sure to avoid the knee. Most of us will probably be hanging out here with our foot on our calf. You can use the chair to kind of touch your leg, or you can use the chair with your hand to support you. Try and keep your hips from moving out to the side. You want to think about pushing through the foot so that your hips come in and you're standing up nice and tall the same way you were in Tadasana. Then inhale, feel your ribs expand. Exhale, feel the navel pull in. Inhale one more time. Exhale, bring the right foot down. Bring up the left foot this time. So your options are toes down, heel on foot, heel on leg, foot on calf, or foot on thigh. Most of us will probably be about here. Inhale, push your foot through the ground so that your hips come up. Exhale, feel your tummy pull in, giving your spine a hug. Inhale through the sides of the rib cage. Exhale, head up towards the sky while your gaze stays a little bit lower than where your eyes are. Come into the sensation of this posture, just feel it. And as we exit the posture, try not to rush. See how slowly you can put your foot down. Turn around again to face the chair. Spread your feet apart, Parsvanasana. Lift your head up, spine's nice and straight. Exhale, fold forwards. You can rest your head on the chair. You can use blocks to make it a little bit higher. Or if you feel safe, you can go a little bit further down. Try to keep your hips from coming too far back. Push through your heels through the front of your feet too, so that your hips are directly over your knees and your ankles. Tuck the chin so you're not straining the neck. Soften your shoulders towards your hips. On the inhale, think about pushing your upper back towards the side without it really actually moving. Inhale, feel the rib cage expand. Exhale, feel your belly button go towards your spine, towards your back. Inhale, one more time. Exhale, push your hands on the chair to come up to a half lift. Exhale, heel toe walk your feet together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, melt back down into a forward fold. Inhale, bring your hands down, round them up. Exhale, hands towards them. One more pose. We're modifying pigeon here. So you have options. You can hang out here. If you have some issues with balance, you can hold on. And then you have the option to step your foot back as wide as you need to. Most of us probably need to be about here. This is a little bit more of a softer posture, so we don't have to work quite so hard. Soften your shoulders down. Come into the sensation in your hip. Maybe you feel a stretch in your calf too. Ready? You can put your hands onto the chair to help you get out of the pose. Take a few moments, pull yourself back up into a standing posture and just feel the difference between your right and left legs. On your next exhale, bring your opposite leg up. So this is the easiest when you do this. Again, you can hold on to the chair for stability. But the further you go forwards, the more you'll feel the stretch. If you want, you can bring your foot further back. Or go somewhere in between. Soften your shoulders towards the ground. Feel the sensations in your hip. Excuse me. And maybe in your lower calf. If this puts any strain on your knee, maybe a good idea just to skip this. Into the sensation in your body. Feel your body in this pose. That's what yoga is all about. And come out slowly with this posture. It can be a tricky one. You need to put your hands down on the chair to support you. Push through your hands in your back foot and slowly bring this foot out. You can come back into a little bit of a modified downward facing dog. Walk out the calves. And come into any posture that feels good to you for Shavasana. So if you're comfortable getting down to the floor, you can do that. If not, come to a comfortable seat in your chair. If you want, you can relax onto the back of the chair now. If you want a pillow for your head, you can do that. Maybe place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. And close your eyes. Allow everything you've done during this session to sink into your body. Allow your brain to make new neural grooves, helping you permanently learn what you did today. As you're ready, you can start to wiggle your toes and fingers, roll your wrists and ankles. Place your hands onto your knees and feel your feet on the ground to bring you back into this room, this space. Bring your hands to heart center and rub them to create some heat. Place your hands over your eyes to send some heat into your eyeballs, your forehead, allowing the forehead to melt into your brain. Hands back to heart center.